Jones and Lucky Tony sitting in between. They're having lots of fun because they're in at number one. It's a show like nothing else you've ever seen. Three's Company. They come to you from Governors every Wednesday night. And there's nothing you can see that's as funny, and it's free, than the girls and guy who are Three's Company.
Welcome, 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 welcome. It is Wednesday night. It is 7:30, and that means it's time for Three's Company Radio, coming at you live from the Governor's Radio Studio here in Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, Long Island. I am Tony Landolfi, and every week I am joined by the lovely and talented Miss Bonnie Scalisi and the lovely and talented Miss Mandy Jones. And if you just noticed, that was our new theme song that got played for you, written by Mr. Robert Soleil from the band Street Fighter.
Correct.
We kept getting in trouble from Facebook for using copyrighted songs, but here at Three's Company, we're rebels and we do what we want. But we got tired of getting yelled at by Facebook. So Mr. Robert Soleil was very kind and gracious enough to write and record a song for us. So you'll hear that every week now. So thank you, Sir.
Thank you, Robert.
And
my
I'm
God,
sorry about
Robert.
the Butterfingers. I think we missed the first two.
We missed the
lyrics.
first thing because
I think we should play the song again so everyone
Mandy
can hear
doesn't
it.
know how to use.
We're going to play it again
For
because-
once. All right, we'll play the beginning.
so that everyone could hear how the
Play it.
beginning.
Tony's already huffing and puffing. He's been back 10 minutes.
There you go. There you go.
There it is. I think that's what we missed.
It's so great. He
That's
just
awesome.
took the time and recorded that for us. You know, he could have told us, go scratch your ass, but he went and did it. Thanks again, Rob.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, I actually saw him on Sunday. He was in a reunion, Full House reunion with his other band, and they played Beatles all day. It was the most. I had the best time.
I thought you meant the TV show Full House. Like
it is a TV show, but it's also the name of his original band.
That was a joke.
You were joking.
Oh
when I was a teenager, I used to go to Tabardale House and watch him and Joe Scolo play. So twice a year they get together for a Full House reunion with the original members, and they play all Beatles. It was Sunday. It was amazing.
Wow.
I had the best time. Hi, Benny. Hi, Ken.
All
Hi,
right.
Joan.
So last week I was not here. I was out in New Jersey, hanging out in AC. Ladies, nice job. Mr. LaRocchia was very good. You guys were great.
Oh, he was such a gentleman. It was right before Valentine's Day, so he had roses
he was
and
so nice.
Left
Oh,
Saves
yeah,
Lives
yeah,
T-shirts. He really showed Tony up. Tony
He showed me up?
Tony never brings us anything. Jimmy used to always have gifts for us.
I don't give a rat's ass.
Well, I'm just trying to plan something in your head that maybe we should.
You want me to start bringing you stuff? I'll bring you something. Don't worry.
Let's talk about what Bonnie and I are doing on February 28th. Laughs in the Little Room. Terry McNeely's Laughs in the Little Room. He does a show every month in the Little Room. He's got me and Bonnie on this show and a couple of comics that I don't know. So if you're a supporter of Bonnie and I and you've seen us before, we've got a couple of comics that we don't know. So that's pretty cool to mix it up. But that's Friday the 28th. You go to govs.com, govs.com, and then go to the calendar. You want the 28th Laughs in the Little Room, and then be super be very forceful and tell them that Bonnie and Mandy sent you so we can get credit with Terry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he's a
and
fucking
order those tickets
maniac.
now. Don't wait. Order them now so that they know how many.
Very nice. I'm going to tell him when I see him.
He's watching right now. He acts like he doesn't watch his show.
Bitching about him. He's gracious.
Terry and his mom watch
He's
his
gracious
show.
enough to put you on the show. And
It's because he knows there'll be consequences if he doesn't.
We got a great show for you tonight. Our guest this evening is going to be Long Island's funniest accountant, Miss Stevie G. He's going to come join us in a little while. What else is going on? I was in Atlantic City last week.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Did you win any money or you just gambled it all away?
I lost. I lost shooting dice. Atlantic City is dying. It really is.
I didn't know it was ever alive.
It is bad. I remember years and years ago, you'd go to AC and every casino was packed full of people and shit, man. It was terrible. I went to Caesars and there was nobody in the place. It was very bad. But
It's also the time of year, though. It's a little cold
it's
out.
gamblers don't care.
I know, it's true. There's no light.
I am
there's
a gambling addict. We don't care what time of year it is or what's going on or what day or what time or anything. I went with a couple of my friends. We're like, all right, we got to be back by 1 o'clock. We'll be back to the hotel. And we got back at 5 in the morning because it was just, we're going to keep playing. We're going to keep playing.
I'm going to win this next round.
So my buddy did good. My buddy Al, he hit for like $2,000, but.
That's pretty cool.
Not me. I dropped 300, which is not a bad run for AC.
That's not bad. Like I feel like that. Me and my husband, we'll play like $20, and then we'll be like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, $20. What is
yeah,
that?
like,
That's nothing.
You're not gonna do anything. I just have no incentive. I'd rather spend my money at the mall, at the casino.
I would too. Like use my money to do something, but when the gambling's there, and I'm like, oh look, a crap table. I have to go remortgage the house now. And just, like I was at the crap table, and there was a guy next to me, and he signed a marker, and they brought him like $7,000, and he dropped 5 of it in like 10, not even 10 minutes.
Oh
like
my God.
bam, and then he signed another marker and got another $7,000, and I was like, I own a house. I could probably sign one of those markers and get $7,000.
And then get killed by Karen.
Yeah, then come
for
home and go,
life
hey,
insurance money.
Hey, Karen, guess
save
what?
the house.
Caesars owns the house right now.
So you're going to have to kill me for insurance money.
We got to be out by Tuesday. So.
Yeah, fuck the fucking vet bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, but I didn't.
Don't gamble your house away.
I didn't gamble my house away.
Please.
Well, I don't usually go anywhere, but I went with my boyfriend to Atlantic City at the Tropicana, and I didn't know that Terry McNeely was playing at a different hotel
Yeah.
that same night.
Ah,
We went to
cool.
see a comedy show with people I had no idea who they were. I would have gone to see Terry if I knew he was there.
Yeah.
And then on March, the first week of March, I'm going away again because East End Disability is going to watch my boys. So I'm going to Atlantic City again.
Look at
really,
you.
really
Nice.
excited about that because I never get to go anywhere.
Yeah, and Mike takes care of you. You guys do room service and stuff, and he
Oh,
seems
he's
and
awesome.
he plays a lot of money on the table, so that's fun.
He plays craps, whatever the hell.
Oh,
it is.
he is. He's like me. I love crap.
He's really good at it too.
What? Good for him. Nice. You got a good guy there, man.
I
He's
know.
room service. He's shooting dice.
And he's got
Look
guns.
at him.
He's packing heat.
And
We like-
packing heat.
We like Mike.
Mike's a good guy.
So is it okay if I shout out to a few people?
No,
Yeah,
we already let you say
absolutely.
hi to Mike. That's all that matters.
Okay,
The
so
only person I'm
Benny Rositi is watching. Ken Pashel, Joan. I love Joan. Joan. I always mess up your name though. Krupi Asher. Bill Hansen. Gina Conjemi Coffin. Adam Snare. Robin DeVito. Frank Coriella. Lauren De
Jesus.
Thank you. I love Lauren. I always butcher her name too. Andrew Plajanos.
Jews, they can't say Jesus. That's the problem.
John Consoli. My boyfriend, Michael Steven Spielberg.
Steven
Jay
Spielberg.
Barano.
That's why he's got like crap money. He directed Jaws and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
He's actually Italian, but Mike Keegan.
He's Italian. His name's Spielberg. Come on.
That's not his real name. That's just
Oh,
his
his
alias.
alias.
Yeah, Sal. This is another tough one. Scandalato.
Thank you. What the hell name is this?
Sal Scandalato. Hi, Sal.
Scandaliato. Maron.
It's a
That
very-
guy's so
it's a very,
Italian.
like a seafood
Italian
He's
name.
got olive oil dripping out of his ass, that guy.
Seriously.
Holy shit.
Eric from Knock 'em Dead in the morning. One of my favorite shows.
Hi.
He's watching. Greg DeFilippo. I love Greg. And everybody's saying hi and making different comments. Tom
Yeah.
Murphy is watching. Catherine Dervin. She's a follow autism warrior mom like myself. I love you, Kathy. And Gina is saying, I folded on a big payout in Atlantic City. We were snowed in, and I do not gamble. All of a sudden, 3 guys in suits come to me laughing and tell me they were going to pay me because I obviously have no idea. Yeah, I don't know what
Terrible.
gambling is either. I have no idea.
If you didn't know, then you don't deserve it. I'm sorry. You gotta know. If you don't know what's going on, then that's what happens. See? But whatever. All right, you doing shout outs?
I'm done, yeah.
Let's bring the guest on.
Let's do it.
Okay, so our guest tonight is the world's funniest accountant. I love that. And he performs all over. Stevie Jeevy, everyone. Woo! This is on my.
Welcome.
Welcome, Stephen Jeeben.
How are
Stephen
you?
Jeeben.
The lady I work with,
Jeebe.
it's like sounds like heebie-jeebies.
No.
Stevie Jeeby gives you.
Yeah, what is that? Your real name?
Yes,
real name.
his last name is Jeeby. It's a biblical name. Hi, we're the Jeebies of Dix Hills.
My dad was CBGB, the punk rock club. Am I on the mic? Am I
Yeah,
good?
you're good.
You're good.
All right. Hello.
Yeah,
How
so
are you?
welcome. All right, so who are
Thank
you?
you.
And
Who
other
am
than the
I?
funniest accountant,
You don't know who Stevie Jeeby is?
well, let's pretend we're an audience member and we don't know who the fuck Stevie GB is.
Everybody
I-
in comedy knows who Stevie G
Yeah,
is, but
good or bad.
Well, you
Steven,
don't just
let's-
perform; you write comedy and you help
Yes.
people
Let's,
write comedy.
I do.
Let's have the resume, Steve. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Resume?
Go right now. Hold down.
Well, let's see. I started in 1991.
Jesus,
believe it or not.
Wow.
Christ!
Right here on McGuire's with Paul Bond and the Craig Mitchell Show.
Wow, I remember Craig. Yeah, he's in L.A. now.
And Thursday night they used to have the Skid Vid Fest with Steve Strangio.
Steve Stranger, I remember
Remember
him
those
too.
names?
Yeah.
And I started in 1991 on a dare, because I was always funny. I was the funny guy at school, funny guy in the office.
What happened?
And exactly, I started comedy. That's what happened. I was funny till I started doing stand-up comedy. Then I was miserable.
So they dared you
They dared me. I was at the Jukebox Cafe in Hopog, owned
Bob
by
Buckman.
Bob
in
Buckman.
'91 or was it '51?
Bob
91.
Buckman, former.
At the sock hop.
WBAB DJ,
He was
Bob
the
Buckman.
former morning man at WBAG. He's in San Fran now.
Yeah, everybody moved to California,
Yeah.
but me. And we were sitting there having lunch, and this girl, Meredith, she noticed there was a sign on the wall. It said, Talent Night. Musicians, magicians, comics, bring your best, and you can win valuable cash and prizes. And she said, why don't you sign up? I'm like, sign up for what? I can't sing. She said, no, comedy, you're hilarious. You could do jokes about us in the office.
Womp womp.
But that goes back to what we
So
were
I
talking
did it.
about.
I know.
Everybody wants comedy to
So
be
I
about
did it,
them.
and that was it. I was hooked. I took third place in the contest.
All
Third.
right.
I won a Bonnie
Out
Raitt
of,
CD.
out of two people, you took third.
I took third. And that was it.
What'd you win? A
Alright.
Bonnie Raitt CD?
A Bonnie Raitt
really?
cassette. A Bonnie Raitt cassette.
Oh.
That was the valuable cash prize.
Yeah. So you know why he started doing
consumable.
that? He BAB used to have a comedy show here on Thursday nights. They used to do it.
That's
And
right.
Buckman
I
used
forgot
to
about
host
that.
it, and then he stopped hosting it, and Joe Taggart used to. His sidekick Joe Taggart used
Joe
to host it.
Taggart.
And then
I remember that name,
Buckman-
too.
Yeah. And now
Cool.
Buckman's in San Fran, and Joe is still on Long Island. I know he bartends sometimes, but I think he's like a physical trainer, personal trainer, or some shit like that too. But
Yeah. So that's it. 91. But then I thought I'd be famous in 3 months. And
of
then
course,
when
Everybody does.
when I wasn't on Letterman by Christmas,
You're pretty
I
pissed.
realized
Yeah.
this business sucks. So I quit for a couple of years and then came back in '93,
Really? Okay.
and then quit again and came back in '98.
Wow, you sound just like the same road I went down, man. It was the same thing. I
Oh,
remember when
is
I
it?
first started comedy, like 3 days later, after doing it for the first time, I got into an argument with my boss, and I was like, you know what? I quit, man. My comedy's gonna go.
This is gonna be it for
Shit.
me.
And then, like 2 years later, I was homeless. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you know."
Yeah, it's brutal.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I have the 5 stages of comedy. This is
Alright.
brilliant. You
Let's
ready?
hear it.
The
This is
5
gonna be good.
stages of comedy. Stage 1 is awakening. Holy crap! This is what I'm supposed to do with my life. I'm awake. This is what I am. I'm a comedian. Stage 2 is delusion.
Yeah, there you go.
A lot of people don't get out of that
Sits in
stage.
a couple of
Lot of
hours
people.
after.
This is I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be it. This is my big shot. This is my big chance. Stage 3 is disillusion. Oh shit! This ain't working. This sucks. Stage 4 is bitterness.
That's where Tony is. That's stage 4.
That's where a lot of people stick. And stage 5 is acceptance. I
Yeah.
love doing it. I'm enjoying it. I'm probably never going to be famous,
That's where
but I don't
I'm
give a
at.
shit.
I'm not bitter. I just taste that way.
But we're all like in between. We all kind of fall in between.
Yeah.
I only get bitter when I'm around Mandy.
Yeah,
She aggravates
I
me.
understand that. But delusion is the worst stage.
Delusion is the worst. I
that's
know
the worst.
guys 30 years under their belt that are still in
I know,
delusion stage.
I know. So do I. I don't want to name them Evan Weiss, but there's a lot of people out there
My
that
favorite.
are still delusional.
Oh, I
Wait a
love
minute.
Evan.
My Facebook page is lighting up now from Evan Weiss. I'm funny.
I call Evan Weiss the Jewish Charlie Brown.
I love them.
I love Evan. It's Evan's birthday, actually.
It is. Happy birthday,
Oh, that's
Happy
right.
birthday,
I didn't know that.
It's Evan's
Happy
Oh,
birthday,
happy
Evan
birthday,
Weiss.
Evan.
He reminds me of the cartoon Ziggy. Remember Ziggy?
Ziggy, yes, yes.
It's Evan Weiss.
Yes.
I have another great thing about Evan Weiss. He's very easy to love, but very hard to like.
I like
Really?
him.
I could see that.
And
I
hard
could
to get
see
rid
that.
of. He's
Hard to get rid of.
He's like Cribs.
I love you, Evan.
He-
Please don't light up my Facebook, please. Don't call me, Steve. What are you saying those things about for?
You know, yeah, we
Funny.
gave him a cookie with a candle in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
To wish him happy birthday.
So
That's
not
it.
only do you
Here's my rant.
Not only do you stand up,
Yeah.
you also do your Groucho show.
Ah, yeah.
A lot of your one man stuff. Welcome
Yes.
to Long Island.
Welcome to Long Island. Nobody gets that. It's
yeah.
not. It's what we say is Long Island.
Yeah.
So it's LAWNGUYLAND.
Yeah.
But whenever I do the show, they're like, "Are you gonna do that lawn guy show?" It's not a lawn guy. You gonna do the guy land? No, it's Long Island.
But it is a double
I don't talk
entendre.
like that. I don't talk
But
like that.
the whole
Yes,
thing
you
about
do.
being
Yeah.
on Long Island is, as homeowners, you got to take care of that frickin' lawn.
Yeah,
Well, that's
exactly.
that's
Yeah,
what
there
it's
you go.
about.
You
It
know?
opens up with me on my front lawn. That's the whole joke, and just complaining about having to rake the leaves and.
How long does
it's-
it take you to write a show like that, like a one man
Well,
show?
that's a weird question. It very quickly. You know, I
Really?
mean, I wrote it like really
Minutes.
fast.
No, there's like guys that like I got a one man show. I've been writing it for the last 16 years. You know, so I was just wondering. like,
Then you don't know. What
Right,
you're doing.
right.
Yeah, it should come
well,
out very
again, back to
quickly.
the delusional stage. Okay.
Maybe I'm delusional. I don't know. To me, I just sat down. I actually got the idea from remember Al LaBelle.
Yeah.
Al LaBelle is a genius.
So smart. So
Nobody
funny.
knows who he is. This guy is like a genius.
Al LaBelle's the only guy I know who did 5 minutes on his name.
name, Al
So
LaBelle.
you
Al
wouldn't
LaBelle,
forget
Al LaBelle.
who he was.
Al LaBelle.
That's pretty cool.
The guy's brilliant.
Yeah.
He could do 3 hours. This
Oh, yeah.
guy is that good. And I said to him, "How do you write all this stuff?" He goes, "Well, I just decided one day I'm going to sit down and write my life story from beginning to end. Oh, not end, obviously.
Let's hope not.
Up to now." And I said, "Really? And what'd you get out of that?" He says, "I got like 3 one-man shows out of it." I'm like, "Really?"
Wow.
So it's really about your life, and then it's easy to write because you're writing about yourself.
We got a
Yeah.
phone call, Stephen. Hold on one minute.
Let's see.
Excuse me.
Hello,
You're
you're
on
on
the
the
air.
air.
Probably my wife.
Hello, Nick Company. How you guys doing this morning tonight?
Oh,
hi,
Dennis, how
Dennis.
are you?
Or DJ.
It's not Dennis, Bonnie, and
Who's
not
that?
Dennis.
D.
Who is it?
DJ Love.
Oh, DJ
DJ
Love.
Love. He likes to be called DJ Love.
Who's DJ Love?
Dennis. It's his alter ego.
Oh, it's your alter ego, DJ Love.
It's like how Tony likes to be.
Love.
Who?
DJ D Love.
Ooh, P-Love?
DJ Peatley, like P?
Like waterworks? Like golden showers?
You love P?
Oh,
No, D.
D. So
He
you-
isn't David?
So he loves the D. Do you like dick? You gonna?
All right. Well,
Anyway.
thanks for calling.
Great call, buddy.
We love you, buddy.
All right,
Be
take
good.
care. All right. Yeah. Oh my God, Dennis, he don't stop. That guy. That guy calls every show,
yeah.
and he has yet to have something poignant to say.
Oh, no,
shut-
that's a nice
Oh,
lady.
stop it!
You just lost your only fan.
No, he'll call again.
No.
He'll call
Now
back
now it's Two's company.
I just bust everybody's nuts. You know that, Steve. We know each other a long time.
Long time.
Busting
McGuire's,
everybody's
right?
nuts. Yeah, back from McGuire. Actually, the first time I ever did a show with you, it's a J&R Steakhouse out in
Oh.
Calverton. But when we went, it was Friday nights. It was a
Simon's.
it was a swingers club for
Yes.
people that wanted to
Really?
swap.
It was called
And
Simon's.
Saturday night was comedy.
And the guy who was running it
Oh my God! Don't get
took
the
his
night.
pants off. Remember
Yeah.
that? The guy with Johnny something.
Johnny Raz.
That's him.
Johnny
What
Raz.
happened to him?
I don't know. I did last time I saw Johnny Raz. He booked me, and here's a name from the past, Gary Cologne,
Gary
for a-
Cologne. I
for a
love that
show.
guy too.
at this place called the Maples out on the East End, and he said it was for the ABA, the American Biking Association. And I'm
Oh.
like, all right. And I drove out there, and I pulled out. There's all these Harleys and everything like that.
Oh, jeez.
And it was the American Biker associations. All these Harley dudes, big guys. Like,
That's my crowd.
scary looking dude. I was
Eat me.
I was shitting
Oh,
my
that's
pants.
a good crowd for you.
I was all guineaed out. I had my leather jacket on and everything. I was shitting my pants.
Perfect.
One of the best crowds I ever performed.
That's
for.
what happens.
They were one of the most fantastic people ever.
Yeah.
They were so great. But that was the last time I saw Johnny Raz.
Is he still? Where is he?
I have no idea.
He had like these pants. He would in the
He had the
middle of his
breakaway
act,
pants.
He would pull his pants. He'd be in
Well,
his
no, because he
underwear.
had the nervous tick, and he was
Yeah,
always
yeah,
pointing
yeah.
at his balls.
That's what it
He
was.
kept touching his balls with his hand.
I don't remember his act.
Oh,
he had the nervous
I want to
tick.
meet this
He
guy.
wanted to
Oh
be.
no, you don't.
He wanted to. Oh my God, John Consoli. Hold on one second.
Oh
please.
no.
Hello.
Johnny.
Ooh.
Johnny.
Hello.
What's
Hey,
up,
how's
Johnny?
it going?
Hi, John.
Hey.
How
What's
are
up,
you?
gang? Hey, just quick call in. Love the podcast. I hate podcasts in general.
Oh.
You guys are the best. Love GB.
Aw.
Thank you, John.
Love
Yeah, put the scotch down,
Wait,
John.
are you in the Netherlands right now?
I am right now.
This
I
is
am
a
in Den Bosch, Netherlands.
This is like
And,
a $47 call he's making.
Yeah, what? Well, he's rich. So-
Who cares? It's all good. It's only money. Just wanted to call, send you guys some love. You're doing a great job.
Oh my God, Johnny! Thank you.
I
Yeah.
love your
Thank
stuff on
you.
Facebook.
Thank
You're
you
so
so
funny.
much, Johnny.
Now, speaking of one-man
Faithful
shows,
follower,
John
and
I did a one-man
everybody
shows.
everybody who's listening, go out and see Tony. His act is great. A little bit dirty.
Oh,
a little
stop.
bit dirty. Works blue.
I can't get
And,
booked in some places in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, man. So, we won't mention names.
Lancaster.
And,
PA.
and listen,
I can't hear what he said.
and I bust GB's balls all the time.
Put
His
your
one-man
headphones.
show- His one-man show is brilliant.
Oh, thank you,
we
John.
worked together one time and did that. And,
That's right.
Just big fan of what you guys do. Just want to call in, send some love, and keep
John.
doing what you're doing. It's,
Thanks,
Thanks,
thank
John.
you so much,
Thank you,
John.
John.
We gotta have you on the show soon,
Oh yeah,
buddy.
definitely. I want to.
When you get back, we're gonna have you on.
Thanks, guys. Love you all. Take care.
All right,
All
brother.
right,
Thank
thanks,
you.
buddy.
Bye.
Take care.
I love John.
I
Great
love
guy.
to tell.
He's
So
a prick.
Joey Cola's
Great
watching
guy.
now. Frank, my friend Frank is watching now. Alan Streisfeld is watching.
Alan
Yeah.
Streisfeld.
McNeely's
The
watching.
pun
All right.
master.
So back
Back to me.
to you.
Back to you.
So, how'd the Groucho thing come about?
Oh,
'Cause I
well,
remember seeing your picture in the paper full.
Yeah, freaking
Full
Newsday,
picture
front page.
Newsday.
Well, Groucho Marx is like one of my comedy heroes. I
Okay.
grew up watching the Marx Brothers, and I knew about this play because I did a lot of community theater. I knew about this play called Groucho: A Life in Review, which was actually written by his son, Arthur Marx. And when I was doing plays, I said, I really want to do Groucho: A Life in Review. I'd love to play Groucho, but I was always afraid because he's my idol. I mean, I don't want to attack. What if I fuck it up? And I don't
Yeah.
want to be Groucho. It's too hard. So then one day I said, I'm just going to do it, and I got the cast together and we did it in Lindenhurst, and it turns out that one of the guys who played Chico was going out with this girl named Mary Beth Foley. And every time I sent stuff to Newsday, like I'm going to be here, they would ignore me. But the only person that ever posted anything I did in Newsday was Mary Beth Foley. And he says, that's my girlfriend. I said, that's your girlfriend? I had like a Larry David moment.
Yeah.
I said, you're not allowed to break up with her until the show's over. Because we got to get as much publicity as we can out of Newsday, and then you can dump our ass. But wait till the show's over. It's like a Larry David.
Yeah.
So she managed to get us, and she didn't do it because she's not allowed because it's a conflict of interest, but
Yeah.
she slipped a note under the door of Steve Parks, who was like the big guru for part 2 of Newsday. He happened to be a Groucho fan. So they came down, they took pictures, they did a whole 3-page spread.
Yeah.
On I was on the front page like this as
Yeah,
Groucho. I looked exactly like him, and we sold out like 9 shows in a row. The place only held 65. We crammed 112 people in there for every show.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's that little theater
Yeah,
in
on
Wellwood
Main Street
Avenue.
on Wellwood
so
Avenue.
cool.
Yeah.
I saw you a long time ago because
Yeah.
my friend Raul
That's what I can
Andrade.
do Raul.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry, that was somebody else. Forget it.
Somebody else.
I was in your
It
show a
wasn't
couple
you.
of times.
Yes, you are.
And so was Mandy.
Yes.
So we,
I paid you both. An idiot.
Well, and
I didn't know I didn't have to pay you.
I bombed the worst I've ever
Ate it.
bombed.
You ate it.
I totally just forgot my jokes. I started telling jokes that I didn't have.
So it's just like a normal set for you. then.
Yeah, pretty much. I just did my normal set. I went out and I did my
Was that
normal
my
thing.
one-man show
Yeah,
and
it
I had
was a
all
one-
women women.
Yeah,
all
the
the women
one man.
opening
That was
for
fine.
me.
There was like 5 female comics.
Yeah,
and then
I called it the
Stevie
one man show.
Yeah.
because
so
I was
you-
one
I
man.
You were
didn't
trying-
understand that. I was like, why is he calling it
trying
the
to
one man
make it
show
like
when there's women in
You
it?
got a harem going on.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
really
yeah.
ladies.
Yeah, so the
I'm
one
gonna get all these broads to pay attention to me.
All right,
on my show.
Well, you know who went to support me on that one? Adam
Adam
Morris.
Morris.
He's no longer with
I
us.
never had
in
the
peace,
pleasure
Adam.
to meet him.
Sweet kid.
But Adam was a great comic, and he would try to go to you for advice, but he wouldn't take it.
Never.
So
Never.
did you not? You stopped charging him?
I couldn't. He would call me up. He goes, "Steve, he wouldn't even ask for it. He would just be drunk out of his mind, and he needed somebody to talk to. I don't know what to do. I'm like,
You were
well,
his sponsor.
yeah, basically. And I was like, Adam, you got any jokes? You got anything? Oh yeah. What do you think about that? And he had brilliant ideas.
Yeah, I know. He's very funny.
I'm like, Adam, that's a brilliant premise. You should use that. And I would help
Tighten
him
it up.
write a joke, tighten it up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And he'd laugh. Oh, that's a great idea. And he'd send me the video of his next set, and there was nothing. It was just
Nothing.
all,
Nothing
I'm
you
an
talked about.
alcoholic, and I'm homeless sometimes, and I'm a cook, and I had a great job, but now I drink.
Oh,
That was his
poor
act.
kid.
I'm
was a
gonna post
mess.
some of his stuff later because honestly hilarious. Like got a dog only because he got a therapy dog specifically because people in his building were not allowed to have dogs. Like that was the
Like,
kind
just
of
to piss
asshole he
people
was.
off?
Yeah, just to be
Oh,
like,
no.
I need it for my anxiety. Like
He was, he had great stage presence.
Yes.
He really,
Yes.
like I said, you've got everything. You got all the tools. You just need material.
You need
Yeah.
material.
You know,
And you
'cause
need to ease up on the drink.
You got
Yeah,
all
you
the
gotta be
important stuff.
cognizant.
All the important stuff you already have.
Yeah.
He had the presence. He was likable. He had all of that.
yeah, confident.
Yeah, very much. He'd come up. He goes, "All right, I guess this is the white trash portion of the show."
And he would
Yeah.
sit
And he-
on a stool.
and
so
he would
that-
sit.
That's part of it
So
too.
it was like a conversation. Because I always tell comics, I said, don't go up there and recite jokes. You got to have a conversation with the audience.
Yes.
Right.
You can tell right away
Yeah.
when it's rehearsed.
Yeah. It's
And
like a robot.
And it throws everything. Right. When I watch some of these people and I see them, and it's just,
You want to choke them.
and my doctor said to me that I have to, I'm like, well, you doing it in front of the mirror?
Right,
Before
right.
you can't, you know
and
what I
then
mean?
the next joke is the same cadence.
Yeah.
And then I went to the store
Yeah.
and I bought some milk.
You know who did that?
And then I went to Coles and I bought some clothes.
Yeah. Fran,
What are you
Fran
doing?
Drescher, she's trying to, do stand-up. She had
Yeah.
that Women of a Certain Age.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. She
All right.
bombed.
Because that's how she does it.
Because she doesn't know what she's
And it's
doing.
like, you're not acting. You got to go up there and tell a story. Go ahead, Bonnie. What do you got to say? Because you're chomping at the bit. What do you got to say?
talking too much.
Nancy Rizzuti wanted
Rizzuti.
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 I'm sorry, Nancy. I mess up everyone's name. She's giving you a compliment. She
Oh.
said, Benny and I went to see the premiere of Stevie when he did Groucho, which was incredibly outstanding. And I
Yeah.
used to work with the guy to try to save the Islip Theater that played Harpo.
Oh,
That's
Mike
pretty
McCasty.
cool. That's
Very
cool,
cool.
Nancy.
Nice.
Mike McCasty.
Nice.
Did you see any of the Rob Zombie films like House of a Thousand Corpses and
No.
Devil's Rejects? All the characters' names are from Groucho Marx movies. They're all associated with
Oh, really? They got
This
like
guy,
Rufus T. Firefly.
Wolf
and-
J. Flywheel,
Oh.
Rufus T. Firefly,
Captain
all
Spaulding.
Captain Spaulding,
Oh,
all of
that's
those
great.
people. They're all in it. And
Well, Groucho was really like, if you watch the
I
old
love
Marx
Groucho.
Brothers movies,
Yeah.
he was kind of doing stand-up. He was
Yeah.
a real
He
stand-up
was.
comic.
that's why it worked.
Yeah,
because
he was
it was.
he was an insult comic, really.
Yeah. And then he died right before Elvis.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
then like 2 days before.
Yeah.
And then Elvis died and took all his
Yeah,
file.
that's right. Like Jim Henson died the same day as Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody cared about Jim Henson.
You
Yeah.
got to, plan
You got to
your-
time your
time
death a
your
little
death.
better.
Did you used to watch the Groucho
Untimely
Marx
death.
game show? That
You
was
Bet Your
the
Life.
best.
You
You bet
Bet
your
Your
life. Oh
Life.
my God, that was
Brilliant.
hilarious.
You bet
How
your life I
how
did.
He
Oh.
did more funny stuff with the contestants before they answered the questions.
Yeah. Well,
That's
my
what the
favorite
show-
my favorite line on that
Yeah.
show actually never aired, and it's in the play, was when he had a woman on, and he said, "So how many children do you have?" And she said, "I have 9 children." 9 children. Well, that's quite a habit your husband has.
Yeah,
And she says, "Well, you like that cigar over yours?" And she says, "Yeah, but I take it out once in a while."
yeah, the stuff he would say to the contestants was really.
And that
great.
never aired because it was too dirty.
Of course.
Oh my God! And the stuff that did air was pretty
Yeah, he was always risky.
very risky
always
for his
risky.
time.
Yeah, of course.
But it was, I always
Brilliant.
and even from however long ago it is, it transcends time. It still works.
Of
Yes.
course.
If you watch a Marx Brothers movie, you watch Duck Soup now,
It's still
you
funny.
laugh your ass off.
Yeah.
Because it still works. You
Yeah.
know, it's great.
Well, I showed it to my daughter, and she said,
Yeah.
he's Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
And everybody goes like, he kind of, well, actually, Bugs Bunny is him.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Because it all kind of started with Groucho. I mean,
Yeah.
really vaudeville, but when you really think about it, Groucho brought that whole thing. And every real comedian out there has Groucho in their top 5, I think.
Yeah, probably.
You know, he's up there.
He's not in mine, but
Well, you know.
I have a lot of respect for the man. He was very
I mean,
funny.
as
Great.
far as innovators,
Yeah.
pioneers.
Yeah.
Let's call
Oh,
him
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He's a pioneer.
He
Like
did.
Woody Guthrie is
He
a
was a
pioneer of
chip-
folk music.
Trailblazer.
Come
Oh, here we
through.
go. The music.
The music.
Do
There we
you
go.
know, I was watching a thing on Bob Dylan, and he stole a bunch of Woody Guthrie fucking
Yeah, yeah.
albums
Oh, shit.
from his friends, and they were
course he
like,
did.
"We know it was you." He's like, "I needed them." Like,
Oh,
it's-
you
it was
would
for
you
the
watch No
better.
Direction Home? That was
Probably.
great. That was great.
I watched a couple of them. I
think
watched
Bob
a
Dylan's
lot of
a little overrated.
documentaries.
Yeah.
But
think
but
he's overrated.
he's a poet.
Yeah, he's a poet.
Lou Reed was a poet.
Yeah, exactly.
The early stuff.
You and I
Yeah.
think we're the only 2 people on Long Island who don't like Billy Joel.
Yes, I hope
You
so.
don't like Billy Joel?
No.
Here's the
All right,
thing.
tell us why.
Okay.
scared.
I have. Wait. I'll go
Here.
first.
You go
All right.
first.
I have nothing against. I think he's a very talented man.
Yeah.
He's a very talented musician.
Okay.
I just don't like his music. It
All
just
right.
doesn't get me.
Is it because it all sounds the same to you? Or
No, it's just something I don't.
Well, I used
you know.
to say he's an Elton John wannabe and a Paul McCartney never be.
Oh,
That's heavy.
That's kind of rough, bro.
It's rough.
It is.
It's rough. I'm sorry.
I just don't. His music. I just don't.
Well, how can you be a songwriter and
Piano
not
Man
write
I
a song
love.
for 35 years? He
Yeah.
hasn't written a song in 35
He
years.
doesn't have to.
He hasn't written a good song in 45 years.
He's sitting on a big pile of money. What's he got to write a song for?
But you know, if you're because you're an artist, you're a songwriter. It just write songs.
Yeah.
It's like he's resting on his laurels, playing Madison Square Garden every month.
Good for him.
I want to
People
go.
I
and
can't
see him.
respect that.
People pay a lot of money.
But
for
you know
those
what?
tickets,
'Cause
too.
I
people-
can't get the
Insane.
tickets.
Guys, older guys like that, they come out with new stuff, and
It's
nobody wants
horrible.
it. Like he goes to play it, and then somebody's like, "Play
Go
the
to the-
stranger."
the other problem
You
with going
know,
to see Billy Joel, you can never go to the bathroom because he's not doing his new songs.
I just don't. And then people are like, "You're from Long Island." You're
Oh,
supposed
they
to
get
like,
so pissed at
You're
me.
supposed to like Billy Joel. No,
They
I'm
get
not.
so mad. And it's a
Yeah.
joke, really. The main reason
Yeah.
is because I used to work at Record World back when I was a teenager.
Right.
And that was when the album The Stranger came out.
Yeah,
And every day we were playing The Stranger.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
got sick of
I
him.
would imagine that.
It's not that I don't like him. I'm sick of him.
I just get people like, "You're from." Billy Joel's from Long Island. You're
So
from
what?
Joel Rifkin's from Long Island. It
That's
doesn't mean I
right.
like him. You know what I mean? What's-
Joel Rifkin buried bodies around the corner of my house.
Really?
The Gilgo Killer is from
True
Long
story.
Island. Do I have to like serial killers?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it's-
Robin DeVito doesn't like Billy Joel either, but she
Good.
loves Street Fighter, right?
I think
There you
some
go.
people won't
Robin-
admit it. They're
Robin
like
has good
closet
taste.
Billy
They're like
Joel
closet
haters.
Billy Joel haters. Like,
There's
oh yeah,
closet Billy Joel
I
haters.
love we didn't start the fire. No, you don't. Shut
Well,
up.
you, that's
Even
like,
he doesn't like that song.
well, you can't say you don't like Star Wars. You can't say you don't like chocolate.
Who
I
said
love
I don't
chocolate.
like Star Wars?
Chocolate and Star
No,
Wars
those-
and Billy Joel are like the three of them.
Yeah, those are
I
like
don't- I don't
foreboding.
watch-
Is that the
I don't watch
trifecta? That's
Star
like the whole the
Wars.
wise
Watch, I
men?
just said I don't like Star Wars. Watch people fucking come at me right
How
now.
could you not like Star Wars?
Exactly. Here, exhibit
That's because
A.
you're a fucking millennial. That's why.
Oh.
Adam Snare wants
just
to know
indifferent.
who was first, Chaplin or Groucho? Chaplin. right?
Chaplin was way,
Way before that. I
Chaplin
think
was in the
no,
silent.
no,
No, they kind of were in the same vaudeville years together.
Yeah, but Chaplin was in the
vaudeville.
silent films.
Yeah.
If you go who was in movies
Yeah.
first, it was
Yeah.
Chaplin.
Yeah, Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, and who was
He's a pioneer also. Brilliant. And Buster Keaton.
and Buster Keaton. That was the next thing I was going to say. Buster Keaton.
You wanna be amazed. You should watch like old Buster Keaton stuff. and
He
see
did
the
all
stuff
his
he
own
used to do.
stunts.
He broke like every bone in his body.
And no, like you see him climbing a building with
It's
dress
insane.
shoes. He's got dress shoes on.
It's
And
insane.
he's climbing up a drain
There's
pipe.
one
and
thing where he's
stuff.
holding onto a hubcap while the car's moving,
Yeah.
and he's going in circles
Yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
hubcap. It's like, what is this guy? He's not
He
dead.
did it all himself. That famous one where the building falls around him and
Yeah,
he falls
and
through
it
the,
falls right through.
his mark was a nail.
Yeah.
In the dirt. He had while
Yeah.
wind and crap and everything's flying around.
Genius.
You had
Those
to
guys were
find a
genius.
nail.
Laurel and Hardy, Buster Keaton, all that stuff. I love
She has
it.
no idea who
I'm
any of
gonna
these people
research
are.
all
Oh,
of this.
you gotta
I know
watch
some
it.
of it, but
No
no.
idea.
It's the genesis of
No
comedy.
idea. She's
The
like,
genesis.
It's not my fault I was born
She's like,
the
my
year
My
before
favorite-
Stevie started comedy.
My favorite old comedian's Adam Sandler.
I like David.
Dave
Dave
Chappelle.
I
Dave
love-
Chappelle
I
started.
Oh my
Dave-
God, Dave Chappelle's classic
And
comedy.
David Spade. David Spade is quite.
I do love David
Oh,
Spade, though.
Of course
I
you
do too. I like David Spade.
Tom Gelati says, "You don't like Billy Joel? Are you a communist?"
Oh,
Yeah,
see?
we are.
I'm commie because
And-
I don't like
and
Billy
what-
Joel.
Joe's a
Red
communist.
coats.
Bernie Sanders. is a
Oh,
communist.
Jesus.
One of our listeners, Lou Prats, he's related to, I think Lou, if I'm wrong, he's related to Red Buttons. I know he is. but
Never had
I
a
don't know if
dinner.
that's his nephew.
Red Buttons.
Red Buttons is his nephew.
It's impossible for him to be alive, and Red Buttons was his nephew.
Then it's great nephew.
No.
Great
Red
uncle.
Buttons has to
Lou,
be like a
type
great
in.
uncle.
or something.
Not
Lou,
nephew.
type in.
Red Buttons has been dead for 20 years.
I know, but I know he's related to him.
Red Buttons was his grandson.
Red Buttons.
He's still alive, but Red Buttons is dead.
Red
Lou
Buttons.
Prats is 148 years old.
No, he's not.
Robin
fuck.
Robin
Lou,
DeVito
type
says
in.
you could keep Bruce Springsteen too.
Oh, he's
You're
awful.
absolutely right.
You know what?
Loose
fucking-
bedspring. I used to call him loose bedspring.
I don't-
That's what he sounds like.
That's another one. That's another one I don't get. And my buddy Joe Rock from Joe Rock and the All Stars. What's up, Joe? He loves Springsteen. He knows
never-
everything about
never
him. He's the
liked it.
biggest Springsteen fan. Never got it.
Born to Run was a good album.
Never got
And
it.
that's it. Then
Never-
he should have stopped.
never.
He kept trying to remake that great
That's the
album.
only song. That's Born to Run's like the only song I like from him. And it's, I never understood. I never understood.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I always worry about him because his veins are like.
I think
like
if
he's
he
gonna hurt himself.
if he had a bran muffin,
It doesn't seem like his neck
like
is going to
Bruce,
explode.
you're gonna hurt yourself.
if he had a bran muffin and had a good BM, he would be
Yeah,
fine.
then he'd be like,
that's-
then he would
That's funny.
sing like Billy Joel.
That's what he
probably.
sounds like. Sounds like he's like trying to.
It
Logged
does sound
out.
like that.
Constipated.
Sounds like he's pushing out a hard shit
like
or something. It won't come
He should be
out.
born to have the runs. Maybe he'd feel better.
Oh,
Burns
man.
have to run. Hilarious. One of our listeners wants a question for you.
For me?
Yeah.
All right.
Adam Snare says how Stevie would compare Charlie Chaplin to Groucho. How would you compare them?
You know, I don't like to do that because they're both brilliant in their own right. I think Chaplin was a genius, a physical comedian that nobody was better than him. Maybe Buster Keaton. And a great writer.
I think it's more apples and oranges.
Yeah,
there,
it's
actually.
like you can't. It's two different.
Yeah.
Yeah, apples and oranges.
They're
Yeah.
both brilliant.
Yeah.
They're both brilliant in their own right, of
Yeah.
course.
They're
I
both
like
different.
the Little Rascals.
Oh, well, Bill Cosby bought them.
That's like when people
No, they're
argue
out
about
now.
music.
They're-
It's like,
they're out
you know,
there.
who do you like better, the Beatles or the Stones? I mean,
Yeah.
can't you like them
You
both?
can
The
like 'em
Monkees.
both.
Oops, I do like the Monkees.
Partridge Family.
I like Karen's favorite band is the Monkees.
I love the
She
Monkees.
loves the Monkees.
Do you
Now
know I
they started
used
out
to
as a
listen-
joke. They started as like
Yeah.
they were supposed to be a joke on the Beatles, and they became bigger than the Beatles.
Yes, I remember.
Forget
I
it.
remember that.
Don't look at me.
Watching them on
What?
television.
Yeah,
And
something
Neil
to say.
Diamond.
I
Neil
did.
Diamond wrote all their songs.
No.
Neil Diamond and Carole King. Carole King
Carole
wrote a lot
King,
of stuff for
Gotham
them
King,
too.
and
Yes.
Oh, is that
Boyce
true?
and Hart.
Yes.
Was the other.
Yeah, they wrote a lot of their songs. You can
Of
hear
their songs.
the Neil Diamond ones, like a little bit me, a little
I'm a
bit you.
believer,
I'm
a
a
little bit
believer.
me, a little
Oh, I
bit
you
love
can
that song.
hear that it's Neil Diamond.
It's all got
just-
that cherry. Dun,
Yeah.
dun,
Yep.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a Neil Diamond song.
Who was your favorite monkey?
Mike Nesmith.
Mine too.
Isn't that weird?
Mike Nesmith
That's a
was
weird
my
guy to be your favorite.
monkey, and he wants nothing to do with him now. Cause
I know. Well, he tours with Mickey because there's only two left.
Right.
There's two Monkeys, two Beatles, and two Who. That's it. That's
They
all
should-
that's
You
left.
gotta get on
They
Noah's
should-
Ark.
Magic too.
get all six of them together, and they
Get
could
six
make
of them
like a
together,
super
they could be the
band.
Who the
Aw,
Monkeys
you
be.
didn't
Who the hell are
like
the
my
Monkey
joke?
Beatles?
What?
I said they should get on Noah's Ark.
That's right, 2x2.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Andy.
And that's why you shouldn't have paid her. And that's why you shouldn't.
Now, why
have
didn't you do
paid
that
her.
that night?
Why
when
did you
were
pay
on?
the, you
could
shouldn't
have
have paid
opened
the
with
comics
that.
before they
Shouldn't have paid for
fucking
it.
went on.
You could have opened with that.
Oh,
You won.
yeah, Volta.
You could have won the
Well, his
contest.
mom, Mike Nesmith's mom, invented whiteout.
Yeah, I heard that.
So he's got.
Is that true?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got tons and tons and tons
Whoa.
and tons of
Yeah.
cash. So he doesn't need it.
I liked Mike Nesmith.
I thought Mike Nesmith.
All the girls like Davy Jones.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like Davy Jones.
Of course you did.
I love that episode when he was in the Brady
Oh
Bunch.
my god.
Bonnie was.
That was
And
like
Marsha got him to come to her prom.
Got him to
That's
come. Yeah.
that's
Marsha
that's
got
like
the
Marsha.
that's like
Yeah.
the first time you could get. Now people
Yeah,
are
that was
like
like-
getting Taylor Swift to go to the prom with him
I
and the
know.
rock and stuff. Marsha Brady. She was an
started
innovator.
that.
She started it with Davy Jones.
Well, that was the
was.
beginning
She
of
was a
like
pioneer.
celebrity appearance too, right?
Crossovers.
What crossovers? Yeah.
The
Say what-
celebrity tonight on a very special Brady Bunch.
And they had Joe.
Crossover monkeys.
They had Joe Namath on.
Davy Jones finger
Davy
blasts
Jones.
Marsha
They do
in
like,
the closet.
Tonight.
How about
Davy
that song?
Jones.
It just when you say Davy Jones, it just comes to my head. Girl, look what you've done to me.
Oh God. And Daydream Believer.
Me.
Daydream Believer.
You stepped on my joke.
You
for
know,
that
here's
shit.
a musical.
I was
It just came out.
delivering
Sorry.
a nice joke,
Sorry.
and you stepped
You
on
weren't
it
delivering
did
shit.
you
for that
do?
shit.
Sorry, I apologize.
What was your joke?
I didn't hear
Forget
a
it,
joke.
it's too late
Yeah,
now.
because he's got
Too late
nothing.
now.
Rewind and go
Too late
back.
now. I
Ah,
had a-
you ruined
I had
it.
a great joke
You guys
about
don't-
Marsha getting finger blasted by Davy Jones, and it got.
Oh.
Forget it.
I think that would have been banned back in that day.
No.
Well, you know, Davy Jones was actually David Bowie's real name, but he couldn't use
Yes.
Davy Jones because of Davy
Oh.
Jones.
Davy Jones.
I didn't know
And he
that.
called himself Bowie for
You
the
guys
Bowie
are
knife.
like a wealth
Bowie
of
knife.
information.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it's 'cause-
And without
Trivia.
David Bowie, you would never have had Luther Vandross, because Luther Vandross was a backup singer for Young American,
Oh.
and that's how Luther Vandross got discovered.
Now that's a nice little tidbit.
You
I
and
just-
Terry
see
with
that?
the fucking Luther Vandross.
What are you
Luther
talking about?
Vandross.
He's
Dance
obsessed
with
with
my
Luther
father
Vandross because
again.
they have the same birthday.
Terry McNeely?
Yeah.
Go outside. He's got the same birthday as Hitler too. Does that mean?
Does
he's
he?
And
obsessed with-
Carmen Electra,
Yeah.
my
Is
husband.
it April 20th?
Yeah.
Yeah, April
that's
20th.
that's my ex-husband.
That's my
that's
grandmother.
420.
That's my grandmother's birthday too.
420.
Everybody was born on that day.
Yeah.
All the greats.
Isn't that the pot smoking day?
Yeah,
Yes.
that too.
See,
For me, it's every day.
just dope.
Columbine.
Columbine happened.
Columbine.
Columbine happened on 420.
Really?
The BP disaster.
Oh my God, that was unintentional.
I think Bruce
That
Springsteen
happened on
took a
420.
massive
The
dump
BP
on
spill.
420.
The BP spill in down
That's
in
a bad
Louisiana.
day, 420.
Yeah, it happened on
Jesus
420.
Christ.
Maybe everybody's stoned. That's why all that shit
Maybe.
happened.
I don't know.
Ken Purcell goes, a Brady Bunch reference on a Three's Company show.
Oh!
That was a good one.
Very nice.
I like that one.
We're gonna go to the Regal Beagle later. Me and Larry picked up a couple twins.
Oh my
God, Larry.
The best character on Three's Company was Don Knotts.
Oh yeah, Furley.
Did you like?
I didn't even like
Did
that
you like
show.
Furley or did you like the Ropers better?
Oh fuck
Oh,
the
Furley.
the Ropers.
Furley, all the way.
You liked Furley better?
All the way. Don Knotts? Come on.
I liked Don Knotts, but I thought the Ropers.
Well, she was good. Mrs. Roper was a
no,
trip.
he was funnier. What the hell was it?
Mrs.
Now I
Mr.
can't remember
Roper
his name.
Norman Fell.
Norman Fell. He was hysterical.
He was
I used to
funny.
love when he'd break the fourth wall, just
He
looking at
would.
camera and smiling like that. Dopey
Well, that was
smile.
that's Groucho.
Yeah, but he
In the
would.
fourth wall.
And then they got their spin-off, and it went nowhere.
What was
The
it called?
Ropers.
The Ropers.
Jeffrey Tambor used to be on that
Jeffrey
show.
Tambor
Yep.
from the Larry Sanders Show.
Well, and a bunch of other shit. I mean,
Yeah.
the guy's got nominated
Arrested
for
Development.
Golden Globe for
Arrested
movies.
Development.
Yeah.
Great show. You
So,
watch that show?
Stevie, more about you. You were,
Yes,
you were
please.
telling us that you
Less
had
about
a daughter.
history.
I do have a daughter.
A
I-
daughter.
daughter.
You got a daughter?
I have a daughter.
I have a daughter. She drinks coffee.
She drinks coffee.
Drinks water.
She has a dog.
I don't have an accent.
and
You
she's
guys
from
have
Long
an
Island.
accent.
She's got a
Robert.
dog.
Robert, we at the beginning of the song, at
What?
the beginning of the
Is it-
show, we
what?
played your song and talked to you, talked really
played
a
it
lot about you.
twice.
He just tuned in, so I just wanted to say thank
All
you
right.
so much for writing our wonderful song.
Who cares if I have a daughter? Nobody
So
cares.
back to Stephen.
Nobody
Sorry.
cares about anything.
Robert's so late.
Bloomberg.
Stevie, I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to interrupt you in the middle of your answer because my ADD kicked in. And,
You have ADD.
Guilty.
and a light flashed on my magic box in my
Let me tell you
hand that I
something.
can't
There's no
turn
such
away
thing.
from.
What is that?
Guilty.
Adult tension deficit? There's no
Oh.
such thing.
Yeah,
You know what that is? That's after 3 seconds. People are talking to you, and after 3 seconds, you don't give a shit what they're saying anymore. That's what that
no,
is.
I'm trying to like watch
No, no.
this and listen to it
You're
at the
just
same
rude.
time.
It's okay, Bob.
No, you tell
I have
us
a
about your daughter.
A
Just-
daughter?
you're just rude,
Daughter.
Bob.
I have a daughter named Cynthia. She's 35.
Cynthia G.
Doesn't make any sense.
So she's a little older than Mandy.
Does she think you're funny?
No. Sometimes.
Never.
Is your wife funny?
No.
Does your wife think you're funny?
Yeah. Let's see if
The
your
only
spouse
time my
is
wife
the same as
laughs
mine.
is when people say, "You're married to a comedian. You must laugh all the time." That's the only time she laughs.
She's like, yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
She goes like, yeah, it's great. 'Cause that's what my
Fucking
wife
the
says.
Greatest thing
Yeah.
ever.
You must laugh all the time. Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, it's just a regular fucking
He's a
circus
regular
at my
ride.
fucking
Yeah.
house.
But you being funny is probably what won her over.
She's his
I'm
biological
not sure.
daughter.
I think being pitiful probably won her over. I was pitiful. I was off a
wife,
breakup.
you wacko.
yeah, I picked
A
that
girl,
up a second.
a
too
girl
late.
broke up
Christ.
with me.
Mandy's been watching Pornhub too much, man.
Yeah.
Jesus
Girl
Christ.
broke up with me, and she was
Woody
like my
Allen
rebound.
films.
My wife was my rebound.
You married the rebound.
37 years.
You're not supposed to marry
So it's not
the
working.
rebound.
It's not working. 37 years, not working.
Wow.
I'm giving it 5 more years. then I'm done.
Your wife never worked.
Yeah, she worked.
What?
Wait,
I
No.
said his
just-
marriage
No,
isn't
my
working.
marriage
We're
isn't
just gonna
working.
yell atrocities at you
Put the phone down. Put down the phone.
while you defend yourself.
Put
She
down
worked.
the phone.
She
I
worked.
thought you said my wife is never worked.
Oh my God.
Your wife's a bum, right?
You're an excellent interviewer. I think Howard Stern has nothing to worry about because you're interviewed.
Is this great?
Sorry.
This is my nightmare every week. Every week. Every
Except
week.
we get
hot in
thousands more views when you're not here.
Every week.
Get me out of
Bullshit.
this
You're
hell.
so full of shit.
That was John LaRocchia.
This is why the delusional stage ended.
Yeah.
This is it.
This,
We're at just bitter now.
You're bitter.
We've
You've reached
made
the
it.
bitter
Terrible.
stage.
just
Don't be bitter.
No.
So I'm sorry. So what did you say about your wife?
nothing.
Nothing.
I'm looking at you. I'm paying attention. I'm not looking at my phone.
I said she was my rebound.
Oh.
I broke up with a girl and she was with the rebound, and we got married in 37 years now.
Did you break up with the girl or the girl broke up with
She
you?
broke up with me.
Dumped you.
She dumped me in the middle of Record World. I was working. And she came in and she put on this song, I'm Leaving on a Jet Plane.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And she was like,
That's so mean.
you know what, Steven? You're stuck in this job. You ain't doing shit with your life. Yeah.
Well, you know what pissed me
Over.
off?
And
She
now-
she went to Rochester, but she
Yeah.
went by car, so she didn't even leave on a jet plane. So she's a
She
freaking
drove
liar.
to Rochester, and now she looks down, and there's Stevie G on the cover of the newspaper.
Right,
And
she's
she's
saying,
like,
"I
oh my
coulda."
God,
Groucho.
I coulda.
I can't believe I let that
And
go.
she's married to a janitor.
And now
from-
she's probably like 400 pounds.
and on a fifth
the
husband.
fat's just rolling like the tide.
It is.
She's
I saw
on
her
a
on Facebook.
seventh kid. Isn't it great when she's something like that?
Steve,
It's
you're
so
not
good.
convincing that you're over this lady.
No,
I saw her on
He
Facebook.
said he knows what her husband does. Is
Oh, I was
that
joking.
He was
I don't know what her husband
joking.
does. That was a joke.
Holy shit.
I don't know anything
Very
about
literal
her.
people, Mandy and I.
Very
Holy
gullible.
We take
Very
things literally.
gullible.
I saw when I was like 15. I was in love with this girl. I won't say her name. I was in love with this girl, and she used to mess with my head all the time because she knew that I was. And then I saw her on Facebook not too long ago, and she looks like a fucking egg. Like she is
An
just
egg.
Humpty Dumpty.
huge, big. And I'm like,
Isn't that beautiful?
and that's what you get for not
That's
giving me a hand
justice.
job when I was 15. That's what you get.
That's true
That's
justice.
karma, bitch.
If you'd have given me a hand job when I was 15,
You'd be a
You'd
fucking
still look good.
Instagram model.
but now
That's blowjob
That's what
karma.
that's it. Give me the hand jibber when I want it, and you'll live long and
Did
happy.
You call it a
True
hand
justice.
gibbet?
Hand jibber.
Hand jibber.
Give me a hand jibber. I mean, like, I was 15. It would have took all of 5 minutes, and that's including coaxing her into doing it. Like, it would. It was.
That included the ride home from the bar.
Yeah, I'm 15. I'm going to the bar. I put on my bicycle. You dumb shit.
On your pegs.
Anyway,
That's
I
pretty
had a
good.
basket. I was a gentleman. I had a basket for the ladies up front. So you married the rebound.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't. It's just like one.
Well, back then, I mean, this is like 1980 something. We didn't call them rebounds.
You knocked her up, didn't you?
No,
I'm
you
kidding.
filthy son of a bitch. I know. Your daughter was born in what, 85?
My daughter's
This is-
85.
yeah,
I
this
knocked
is-
her up. It took her. She had a 3-year pregnancy. It was like she's like an elephant.
Like an elephant. Yeah.
She had a 87-month gestation period.
My boyfriend calls it the flat pancake. The one that's you have the relationship. The one that comes after is a
Oh.
flat pancake, and then you're with the one that you should
I've
be
heard
with.
that before.
I never heard it before,
Yeah,
but
I've
that's
heard
what
that
he
before.
says.
The first pancake, not the
Right.
flat.
So I had
But
my
you know how
flat
the first
The
pancake.
first
Yeah, the first
pancake.
pancake
you
always
get
is a
rid of it?
mess.
All pancakes are flat. Nobody's got a round
I
pancake.
got
know,
the
but
one
trust
pan-
the skillet's
Yeah,
hot. You
I-
do better with the
It's
second
the
and third
first
one.
pancake.
Yeah.
Is the bad
They
pancake.
call it
first-
the bad
the
pancake.
first pancake.
I
The
probably
bad
said it wrong.
Bad pancake.
But you
did.
want the first waffle.
Yeah.
You want the,
What? Where's waffle?
I said the first waffle.
Is that a sexual?
you want the
reference,
you
waffle?
want the third piece of French toast and
And the second waffle.
The second egg.
Nancy says your wife is beautiful. We love
She
her.
is beautiful.
Oh, Karen.
Yes, we
I've,
love
ne-
is.
I've never had the
Karen.
pleasure of meeting her.
You'll meet
She
her one
was
day.
she was the
She's gonna come on this
bartender
spousal
at
abuse
She was the-
Oh yeah, let's
She was
spousal
the
abuse
bartender.
episode.
She was at the bartender at McGuire's.
McGuire's.
That's where I met her.
I always liked seeing
And
her.
comics used to
She was
ask her out
fun.
all the time, and she would say no. And then I got lucky.
Look at you.
I don't know how I did it, and I pray to God she don't figure it out yet. I'm just way out of my
You're
league.
lucky, huh?
Way
Good
out
for
of my
you.
league.
Jeff Bosey says that your wife loves him too.
Jeff Bosey
My wife doesn't
wishes.
even know who you are. You
I know all
stupid
these
shit.
people. I don't think I've ever met Jeff Bosey. I see
You're
him on
lucky.
Facebook.
The
You're very
Bagel
lucky.
Bosey?
You're a very
Oh,
lucky
he's
man.
wonderful. He's wonderful.
You're a lucky man. You ain't never met Jeff Bosey.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he's a great
I'll
guy.
keep that in mind.
No, Jeff is a good guy.
You're not missing anything.
He's a great
but
guy.
you know, he's in that delusional stage.
Oh, they all are. They all are.
I'm
Delusion-
kidding, Jeff. I'm
We
kidding.
love you, Jeff.
There's
love
nothing
you,
wrong with
Jeff.
the delusional stage. It keeps you going.
He's a good guy. So, is your wife a big support with the comedy thing? Or, I bet that's Jeff
I
Bosey
know,
calling
this is
in.
Jeff Bosey.
There's no-
I'm a big deal.
Oh, he hung up. There you go.
I'm a big
Is your
deal.
wife a big support with the comedy thing? Or
I
does
think she thought it would stop already by now.
Yeah.
I'm
You
like,
know what I
oh,
mean?
You're still
Right.
doing
Like
that?
maybe in the first couple of years it was like, okay, it's a
She
hobby.
thought it was a phase.
Yeah.
At first it was a hobby, then it was a phase, then it was a midlife crisis. Now it's just like, yeah.
You're still doing
Now I
the
can't leave the
comedy?
house unless I come home with money. I'm like a whore. Where you going?
This
There
is
you
not a
go.
paid
How
gig
much?
tonight,
Yeah.
Stevie.
And that's a big thing. Like
Yes,
you know,
if-
the two greatest words in the comedian's language is "Are you available?"
Yeah.
That's 3 words.
That's 3
or
words.
just "Are you available?" That's like it's like heroin,
Yes. Oh,
right?
yeah.
Are you available?
Yeah.
Yes. and she always says, "Well, did you find out how much money they're paying
Yeah.
you?" No,
matter.
I just know I'm available.
Yeah.
And I'll take whatever they give me. And she doesn't like that.
Yeah,
yeah,
Karen,
because then
we
your
should be like-
negotiation's already done.
Karen's
Yeah.
past the point where it's not. Well, first off, she knows comics because she worked in the club
Yeah.
for however long.
That hurts.
So she's at the point where it's just like, you know, you want to
Again,
go to
the 5 stages.
you want to
She's
come to
accepted
the
it.
you want to come to the show, huh? Nah, I got stuff
Yeah,
to
yes,
do.
you go.
You want to come to the? No, I'm busy.
Yeah.
I got a vacuum. Okay.
No, we're at that stage where she just goes, "When's your next show?"
yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Where is it? What time?
Yeah,
What time
'cause
are you
she's
gonna be
planning
home?
girls'
Because
night.
I'm not going to be there.
Yeah, exactly. She's planning girls' night. She's calling
Where do
up
I know
all
not to
friends.
be on Saturday?
Guess what Saturday is? Sushi and martinis.
Stevie's doing a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
Stevie's doing his show. No, we're not
No, She
going.
doesn't really go out. She just stays like watches TV.
Steven's doing a show Saturday.
He's got a show.
Robin DeVito
No, we're
says she
not
must love
going.
you for your sense of humor.
No.
No. No
All
comic.
the
I
money
think
he
that was
makes doing
reference to-
She loves me for
comedy.
the
Right?
accountant. She loves the accountant, not the comedian.
No comic wife loves it. I try so hard to make Karen laugh all the time, and I'm
Yeah.
like I get like 1 out of 5.
Well, you know what it is?
Ratio.
Like, I will never try material on her.
No,
Like,
no, I'm just-
That's
Have to.
dead.
Yeah.
That's dead.
Are you kidding?
No.
But I will make her laugh just in general conversation.
Yeah.
Like if I say something, because I'm quick-witted. I've always been that way. So,
Right.
like, I just come out with something, and I'll get her.
Yeah.
But it's not like material.
No,
It's
no,
not like
I try to do it
I can't
too.
do a premise, a setup, and a punchline with her. She'll just go, I get it.
Yeah. Like we'll be watching TV or something, and I'll come out with something,
Yeah.
and either she just looks at me like you're an asshole.
Yeah,
or-
right.
Like one out every 5th one, I get a laugh.
You get a little chuckle,
get a laugh
and followed
out
by
of it.
you're an asshole.
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
You asshole. That's what I get. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like, asshole.
Asshole or jackass. That's another one. But it's that, and now a lot of times now she'll actually give me a premise. You know, you should try this.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she'll
yeah.
give me a premise, and a lot of times it works.
Oh, that's
I'll
interesting.
write it, but she gives me the premise.
Oh,
You should
that's
talk
good.
About, maybe talk about this, and I'm like, all right.
Well, that's pretty good.
And it works.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I get the premise, and
Yeah,
then
no
and then-
feedback.
And then I go
None.
sit on the toilet for 45 minutes and write it.
And write it down. Yeah.
Stevie, how can they find you on the interweb?
The interwebs, as though they call it now?
Yeah.
The Google?
The World Wide Web.
The Google?
The World Wide Internet.
Yeah, the Google.
You're on
That's what I
Facebook?
call it.
The Facebook. I'm on
Google.
Facebook. Stevie GB, like CBGB. You can find me there.
Twitter?
Twitter, Stevie GB.
I don't understand Twitter.
Do you have a Instagram?
Yeah, I don't really pay much
Is
attention
everything
to it.
Stevie GB?
Everything's
Stevie GB. So just Google Stevie GB.
Stevie GB.
YouTube.
Do you have a website?
YouTube,
Stevie GB?
website, StevieGB.com.
There you go.
All right.
Everything's all connected
Stevie
there. And you can find out
GB.
what I'm doing.
And how to what if we want to tell people how to write? You do writing classes. How do they find that? That's on your internet. That's on your page.
Yeah, I have really like slowed down on that because it's like
Well,
it's hard to do.
Are you not writing with Paul Bond on your TV
Oh,
show?
yes.
That's coming up.
Jesus, I forgot about that.
You forgot about You're the head writer
Paul
for the
Bond.
show.
Paul Bond. I know
Slipped my
Paul Bond
mind.
since 1991. My
Yeah.
first gig was Paul Bond was there.
Yeah.
So I know him
love Paul
forever.
Bond.
Great guy. And he likes my writing, and he's always trying to do different things. And he's got a talk show coming up, and I'm going to be the writer on the talk show.
That's
Right.
amazing.
So
Awesome.
like
Coming
a
up
talk
with,
show and variety show
It's
stuff.
going to
He's
be on
gonna have
YouTube.
skits and
He's
stuff like
got
that.
the band opening the first show is Anthony Cumia
Yeah.
doing the Red Hot Chili Peppers
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
cool.
Oh, that is
cover
awesome.
band. They're
Yeah.
going to be on the first show. And we're going to do some writing. We already thought of some great ideas. We're going to open the show. I don't know if I can say this.
Maybe
We
if you're
can't,
not sure.
we can't
don't.
control what you say.
Yeah.
It's going to be on YouTube.
Just look it up on
It'll
Stevie's
be on
page.
YouTube. You look on my page.
It's gonna be
StevieGB.com.
Stevie GB on Facebook,
Yes.
Twitter,
Oh, is there all this
Instagram,
time?
StevieGB.com.
I don't have a watch.
We
My
got
watch
4
broke.
minutes. We got 4 minutes.
Real quick, Saturday, I'm in the championships for put up, shut up, or stand up.
Is that not over yet? Jesus.
It's not over yet. It's not over until the fat lady sings, man. It's not over yet. Bonnie and I made it to the final 3, and we got the championships this weekend. So Saturday night from 7 to 9, tune in to Facebook Live. You can
Govs
find it on my
Radio.
page. You can find it on Govs Radio to see who the winner of the first season of the show is going to be.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, hell
And
yeah.
Terry McNeely and Mandy and I are going to be in the little room, not this Friday, but next Friday.
28th.
Please support us.
February
and,
28th.
Come out and see live
Laughs in the
comedy
Little Room.
right here at Governor's in Levittown in the little room.
Go to govs.com for tickets.
govs.com.
I have a show tomorrow, but I can't tell you where it is. But if you go on my Facebook page, you can see it.
Undisclosed
Me too.
location.
Undisclosed.
I got lots of shows.
Got a lot of show coming
Go
up.
to StevieGB.com.
Stevie
Please
G.
like and share our
Yes,
page. Share it with everybody.
Press the share button right now.
Go share it
Go
now.
share.
Do that.
Like
Watch
it.
turn off the
share
debate.
it. Keep watching. Our fan base keeps growing every week. I can't thank you all enough out
Yeah,
there.
we love you
Go
guys.
to teespring.com. You can get your Three's Company merchandise.
so many
They have
people
socks.
watching.
They have
Wife
hey, shut up.
beaters. They've got
Sorry.
mugs.
They have mugs. They have
wanna order
shirts. They have
Everything's
all
free.
kinds of stuff.
It's all free.
Go to teespring.com and type in Three's Company. Make sure you use the
We're in this
apostrophe.
together.
I
And
love
we'll
it.
do
I
it.
love it.
$27.
Thank you guys for
Thank you
tuning
all so
in.
much.
We love you.
And
Stevie.
Robert, thank you for that new
Yeah,
theme
Robert
song. I
Soleil.
love it.
Robert Soleil, thank you
Rocks.
for the
So long,
song.
everybody.
Thank you, Stevie GB.
Thank you.
For coming in. StevieGB.com. We'll see you next week, guys.
Love
Have a
you.
great night. Thanks again. Share,
And
save
good night,
it,
Billy
whatever.
Joel.
All
Goodbye,
right.
Billy Joel.
And Billy Joel.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
like-
Billy.
We
Go
love you,
scratch
Billy
your
Joel.
ass.
Mom,
Not all of us
Bye,
love
Billy.
Billy Joel. Take care. Have a great night. Thanks for
We
tuning
didn't
in.
start the fire.
Peace out.
We didn't start the fire.